Good morning, Mr. Fish. Do you want some breakfast? Hi, Snowy. Good morning, folks. Welcome back to Haywire Homestead. Today's Saturday, and I am in the process of trying to get some things done out at the barn so that way I've got everything ready and easy to do for my husband while I am away on my hunting trip, because I leave first thing tomorrow morning. So I'll do the feeding in the morning tomorrow, and then it'll be up to him for the several days I'm gone after that. So Star's eating her mash, which is basically just her senior feed soaked in water. And this is so that way she can actually chew it up, and well, she doesn't even really have to chew, she just has to slurp, because she's just not able to chew effectively due to her age. But as you can see, her weight looks amazing. And she was my first horse, so she's very important to me. Holly is eating her breakfast. And things were just starting to dry out. And all I can do is kind of giggle. And we had probably an inch or so of rain last night, and everything was just starting to dry out, and now we are back to nothing but ponds. We put in tile drain through that paddock, clear through here. I think I did a video on it not long ago. And I'm pretty sure that due to never doing that before, and it's a DIY project that I don't even know if I would recommend for someone. You at least need the excavation laser thing that you see the guys out on the streets, the construction workers, the road workers using, to make sure that you get your slope correctly, because we didn't rent one of those, and I think it's all just causing everything to just drain back into my paddocks, and now I have a mess. But I digress. Nothing I can do about it right now. We have a application into the USDA for assistance to not only get the high tunnel that we want to go right out there, but also to help assist us with getting gutters on the barns and fixing this major drainage issue. But what I have to get done, besides organizing all of the feed in the feed room to make sure it is super easy for him to get to, and I also have to make a list so he knows what he's doing, because my husband usually works, and he works a lot. So, you know, he's the one that helps to finance my crazy homesteading adventure. So since he does that, he doesn't come out here a ton. Typically, unless I go out of town or something, then he does. But anyway, what I've got to do is, besides feed room, is I've got to we've got some small round bales. I'm going to put a round bale out so he doesn't have to worry about haying the horses the whole time I'm gone. That way, he just has to give them their grain, look them over, and say, okay, I'm good to go. So I'm thinking right here in this high spot, I'm going to come through around the back of the barn, through that gate, and I'll put a round bale in that spot right there. I also have to come in and clean up in the run-in shed, put fresh bedding down. So that way, that is all cleaned up and ready to go. And they have a nice, dry, clean spot for their hooves, especially as mucky and messy as it is outside. And I don't typically do this, but because it is so wet, I put their hay. I'm putting their hay in two corners for the day, and then they'll have the round bale out there at night. But I'm putting them in here so that way they're not over at my outdoor feeders. Hi, Miss Holly. My outdoor feeders right now, excuse me, sweetie, are in the muck, which means they would be standing ankle deep in mud, and that's not good for us. No, it's not. Hi, sweetheart. I don't have a cookie. Okay, so fresh bedding and a nice pile of horse manure and yucky hay. Got that job done. Is it old lady approved? Really? You're not that impressed, huh? She's mad because I don't have any horse cookies for old horses. So usually they make a senior horse cookie that usually she can manage to eat. And I haven't been able to find them at the store. So I'm not sure if they quit carrying them or what, but they haven't had them and she's not happy about it. She can't have carrots anymore. And if I do apples, I have to chop them up smaller and then she can manage a piece of apple. But the carrots are definitely a no. She can't manage them with her teeth. So we usually get those little horse cookies. A friend of mine said go get molasses cookies at Walmart, get the cheap ones, and that those are really good for old horses. So maybe we'll have to pick her up some of those. Oh, old lady. Don't you try to sneak out. Have you ever noticed that most of your animals know the universal term ah? Huh. My dogs know it. My horses know it. I think the only ones that don't really listen to it is the goats. The goats definitely don't listen. I know, honey. You won't go out there, don't you? It's not all muddy out there. My old lady. You're mommy's girl, huh? I love you. Mommy loves you. You're a good girl, good old girl. Started pouring again, so I'm going to wait until it lets up and I'll go back out and get the round bale and get the horse shed cleaned here in a little bit. But I had bone broth from our turkey carcass from Thanksgiving that I needed to take care of. So it's been cooking for, I think it was about 30 hours. And now I just strained it out and put it in jars and it is in the canner. So this will be done, I think in about a half an hour. And then we'll have to let it depressurize. So that part is done. The last load of laundry is in the dryer. I'm making progress. Open this gate and pray I don't get stuck. Okay, so we didn't get stuck. Yay! One more thing marked off the list. What do you girls think? Star doesn't look impressed. Now you still have nice hay in the shed too. Does it taste funny? Holly said it's okay. She is rather picky. Apparently it's not meeting her criteria. You have hay in your hair. And I have a cat climbing on me. This is Tiger. Okay, so it's already dark. I've got all the animals fed. Everybody's locked up tight. Finishing the last bits of packing into my truck so that way I will be ready to go in the morning. Sorry, it's dark out, isn't it? So we have our buddy heater, hunting bag, hunting coat, suitcase. I know my shooting stick's in here somewhere. These are my hunting boots that are insulated. We're supposed to be expecting low 20s temperatures, which is actually a good thing because if we get some deer, that'll help keep the meat cold and get it to cool down. This is my blind. And then I've got my coolers in the back. I'm going to be picking my dad up in the morning. As soon as I get done with barn chores, I'll head over to his house and then we'll head on out. Got about a 4-hour drive up to my grandmother's property, which is on the east side of Ohio, which is where we're going. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to lock up the truck, go have a glass of wine, and then head to bed because I've got to get up early. So thanks for watching. Wish me luck this week that I am successful on my hunting trip and get some meat in the freezer. If you like what we do here, please hit the subscribe button. And also, appreciate if you check out some of the videos listed here. Take care.